Hello YouTube, RJ. Hey, got another bag from AliExpress. Had some things I needed for projects. Um, had some things I just saw that I decided I wanted. So let's jump right in. What is this? I don't remember everything that I ordered. This is oh, this is some pillar block bearings I ordered. See if I can open it in a way I can get it back in there. They're just some little pillar block bearings I wanted to try out. Got a project in mind where I'd have a shaft running through and needed some pillar block bearings. These are 8 millimeters, which will fit like potentiometers and such. So I picked up a couple of these to see how they'd work. Probably need a couple more if they work out well. But that's all of this will be, if you decide you need it, all of this will be in the description of this video. So you'll be able to easily go click there. And if you decide you want it and click from there, it'll help me out. I'll get probably 5 cents or whatever, but most of the stuff, it's, 5, 10 cents. It's not much, but hey, every little bit helps, guys. All right. In my last order, got see if I can figure out where it's at. I think I laid it up here. Oh, there it is. I ordered this in my last AliExpress, and I was thinking when I was looking at the picture that this was one of the connectors that connects to the meter. I was wrong. And Unibike spoke up and sent me a thing and said, hey, they make adapters for that. You order them, your next order, put it in. So since I was doing an order, I went ahead and I did just that. I ordered one. So let's check it out. Hopefully this is supposed to allow me to plug that in, and then it's supposed to plug into my meter. So let's try it out real quick here. Let's see what we got. So this is a K-type adapter. Supposedly you plug this smart plus minus, you plug this in as so, and supposedly I got banana jacks that will plug into my meters. Let's see here. See if it's the normal 3/4 inch spacing. Come on out of there. Does it fit? Look at that. In fact, I'm gonna turn my meter on. Turn the Keithley on real quick, put it on temperature, and see if it's working and it's reading. I'll tell you real quick here. Let's go to temp. Look at that. What's the temp in here? It's 23C on my little meter up there. And the Keithley says it's 22.32. Pretty close. I think we're working. All right. So that works great. I'll just leave that plugged in for the moment. So that's fantastic. What we got here? Half the time I don't remember all the stuff I ordered. Oh, let's see. Okay, this is a roll of wireline tape. It's that black tape. If I can get it out here. There we go. It's pretty sticky. Okay. This is tape that you have a bunch of wires together in a harness. You just wrap around to protect and protect, keep from abrasing, hold the wires together nice. So I picked up a roll of that. Got some 9-volt battery clips. I was running out. I bought one of these packs, a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago, maybe more than that. And I've slowly whittled down to where it's about out of those. So I got me some more of those. And these are something that I find myself needing once in a while and don't have. And I got them black and white. And what they are, they're a pack of 4 markers. They're called long nib markers. And they're a paint marker, but they have a long, as you can see, quite the long nib, and it lets you go down a hole, mark a hole. You ever had a problem where you had a hole and you need to mark it to take it off and drill or do something with, and you can't get a pencil to go down in there, and you can't get your pen to go down in there? This is for that. You can have a pretty small hole. This will still go straight down in and let you mark. So that's what these are for. Now, why do I have, should be another bag in here of those. Why do I have 2 bags? Well, because one's white and one's black. When you're working on something and it's black, you need the white. When you're working on something that's white, you need the black. So I went ahead and got a pack of each color. I figured those two will do me. And so that's what those are. This is another little tool I don't have. I always have to find a way to do it, but this is supposed to make it a little better. It's a capacitor discharger, and it's got indicator to show you, dual indicator shows you when it's charged and when it's done discharging. And it's got a couple of pogo sticks on it, lets you go in and get on a capacitor and discharge it. Wasn't real expensive. I do run into the problem of having to worry about whether capacitors are discharged or not. So, I figure this would be very helpful. Even if they're short axles or whatever, you can just touch it to it. Seems like it'd be a handy tool. So that's what that is. Can handle up to 1,000 volts. These are the solid state relays that I used on the voltage calibrator control board. I decided to pick up a couple extras. I liked them. They work good. So I got 3 of those. So that's put in that bag. Moving on. Let's see what we got in this bag. Oh, these are temperature sensors. When I was working on the voltage calibrator, I got to thinking, it'd been nice instead of having that little transistor single wire, is if you had one, I'll open this one up and let you see. If you had a voltage or temperature sensor for a microcontroller where you just had a screw connector to screw right onto something to take a temperature. And so they make them. It's basically the same sensor I have in that, but it's hooked up, drill a hole, put a screw it in, and hook your wire up, and it's a 1-wire temperature sensor. I could have used this instead of making the little unit and putting the temperature sensor in it, although I still needed something to hold the thermal fuse. So to have a better, easier to mount temperature sensor next time, so I picked up 2 of those. So that's what those are. Oh, one of the projects I've worked on recently, I used a pot, and so I replaced it. This is a 10K 10-turn wire wound precision 2-watt pot. Is what that is. So that's going in the parts bin to replace the one I used. Can't read Chinese, so the outside doesn't tell me much. All right, this is a little microphone on a preamp board, and I bought this because I have a project in mind. Actually, it's a project I've seen someone else do, and I kind of thought about playing around and doing it, and he used one of these. So I picked this up to have in case I decide to do that. A little high gain preamp, microphone preamp can be very handy for radio projects, like when you're building a home built radio and instead of designing a circuit on your own, the nice part of this one is it has a little chip on that has automatic gain control. Very nice. Like if you're building your own little HF radio, to have that module for your microphone, to build that in, makes it a lot easier and simpler. So I picked one of those up. Again, not a big expense. And then last but not least, I do not remember what this would be. Oh, I know what this is going to be. I hope it's what one of the things I need for a project. Has to be. That's all it's left. I ordered a bunch of pre-made JST cables. This is a 5-pin, 3-pin, and 2-pin pre-made up cables. One of the things I wanted these for is for the voltage calibrator in case I don't feel like making up my own cables. If I don't want to make up my own cables, I've got ready to go cables already pre-made up. So they were really inexpensive compared to the time to make them yourself. By the time you get the wire and the connectors and stuff in, I've got everything. The other day when we were doing the voltage calibrator control board, I showed you me creating a couple cables for the heater and the temperature sensor. And so I can make up my own. I've got kits to do it, but these were so cheap and it was going to speed up this project when the time comes. So I went ahead and picked these up for that. And that's going to be it. That's what I got in this order. Short and sweet. And most of all, I appreciate you being here for the video with me. I hope you hit like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't. But more than anything, I hope to catch you in the next video.